Hello everyone and welcome to the channel, Mr. List Superb. In this video we'll list the cast of the 2003 American fantasy film titled Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. We'll compare how they looked back then to how they look now, and we'll also reveal their real names and current ages. Stay tuned and watch until the end. Captain Jack Sparrow. Jack Sparrow was a famous pirate known throughout the seven seas, notorious for his clever tricks and unpredictable nature. As a captain, his morals and sense of responsibility were often questionable. He was a master of self-promotion and self-interest, constantly fighting a losing battle with his better instincts while living the pirate's life. He was either a genius or a disaster, depending on who you asked. But no one could deny how quickly he could turn any situation to his advantage and seize the moment as his own. The character was played by Johnny Depp, who was 40 years old at the time and is 61 years old now. Captain Barbossa. Hector Barbossa was a legendary pirate of the Caribbean, as well as the archenemy, nemesis, and rival of Captain Jack Sparrow. Barbossa was a captain with questionable morals, a ruthless pirate who was once cursed and later brought back to life. He was clever at making secret deals and always found a way to survive, no matter the odds. He led the crew of the Black Pearl, who were cursed after stealing Aztec gold. The curse made them immortal, but they could not feel anything. They appeared as skeletons in the moonlight and suffered eternal hunger and thirst. The character was played by Geoffrey Rush, who was 52 years old at the time and is 73 years old now. Norrington. James Norrington serves as a Royal Navy Commodore. He is a proud, disciplined officer who is deeply committed to duty, honor, and upholding the law. At the beginning of the film, he is stationed in Port Royal and asks Elizabeth Swann to marry him, believing she would be a suitable match both socially and personally. However, Elizabeth doesn't return his feelings, as she is more drawn to the adventurous and free-spirited Will Turner. Norrington also views Captain Jack Sparrow as a lawless pirate and pursues him relentlessly, standing in contrast to Jack's chaotic and unpredictable nature. The character was played by Jack Davenport, who was 30 years old at the time and is 52 years old now. Governor Weatherby Swan. Weatherby Swan was the governor of Port Royal and a representative of the British Royal Navy. He was the father of Elizabeth Swann. Ever since the death of his wife, Governor Swan had raised his daughter Elizabeth on his own. He was calm and polite, but it was no secret that he lacked the skill to govern his rebellious daughter. Believing his daughter was too high-ranking to marry a lowly blacksmith, he forbade her from being with Will Turner. Instead, he arranged for her to be betrothed to the charming and ambitious Commodore James Norrington. However, he realized that he could not persuade Elizabeth to change her mind. The character was played by Jonathan Pryce, who was 56 years old then and is 77 years old now. Pintel. Pintel is a pirate and a member of Captain Barbossa's crew. He is best known for his funny partnership with his nephew, Ragetti. Pintel is involved in the mutiny against Captain Jack Sparrow and serves as one of Barbossa's loyal men. He plays a supporting role in the film, participating in the quest to find the cursed treasure and trying to keep Elizabeth Swann captive. In his many journeys, Pintel is rarely seen without his partner in crime, Ragetti, and is usually working as a cannoneer, often getting into humorous situations. The character was played by Lee Ehrenberg, who was 41 years old then and is 62 years old now. Ragetti. Ragetti is known as a member of the cursed crew led by Captain Barbossa aboard the Black Pearl. He is recognized for his wooden eye, which often pops out, and his bumbling behavior. Alongside his partner Pintel, he adds humor to the film while helping Barbossa pursue the stolen gold and fight against Jack Sparrow and Will Turner. Throughout his many journeys, Ragetti was rarely seen without his partner in crime, Pintel, as they were both known for their bumbling antics and constant bickering. The character was played by Mackenzie Crook, who was 32 years old then and is 53 years old now. Will Turner. Will Turner is a skilled blacksmith's apprentice, a budding swordsman, and a character who eventually embraces his pirate heritage. He's known for his good nature, loyalty to those he cares for, and his secret love for Elizabeth Swann. When Elizabeth Swann is kidnapped by cursed pirates, he teams up with Captain Jack Sparrow to rescue her. Will Turner was a skilled blacksmith and swordsman who by fate became a pirate. After joining Jack Sparrow on several adventures, he embraced his pirate heritage and followed his own path. The character was played by Orlando Bloom, who was 26 years old at the time and is 48 years old now. Lieutenant Gillette. Lieutenant Gillette is a minor but memorable character, primarily known for his humorous interactions with Elizabeth Swann and his role in the Royal Navy's pursuit of pirates. As an officer of the British Royal Navy, he upheld the law and followed the orders given to him. While stationed at Port Royal, Gillette served under Commodore James Norrington as his most trusted lieutenant. The character was played by Damien O'Hare, who was 26 years old at the time and is 47 years old now. Murtaugh, along with his friend Mulroy, was assigned the task of guarding the dock where the HMS Interceptor was berthed. Although they carried out their duty loyally, they were no match for the trickery of Jack Sparrow and ended up engaged in conversation with the pirate aboard the Interceptor. Murtaugh and Mulroy are portrayed as soldiers stationed at Port Royal, tasked with guarding various areas and attempting to prevent Jack Sparrow from carrying out his piratical schemes. The character was played by Giles New, whose birth date and age are unknown. Mulroy is a comedic supporting character who serves as a Royal Navy soldier stationed at Port Royal. Alongside his friend and fellow guard Murtaugh, Mulroy is tasked with guarding key areas such as the fortress and docks. Though loyal to his duties, Mulroy is portrayed as somewhat bumbling and easily distracted, especially when confronted by the cunning of Captain Jack Sparrow. Early in the film, he and Murtaugh are tricked by Jack during his escape from the docks, showing their lack of effectiveness against a seasoned pirate. The character was played by Angus Barnett, who was 40 years old then and is 62 years old now. Elizabeth Swann. Elizabeth Swann was the daughter of Governor Weatherby Swann. She grew up captivated by the daring life of pirates, even learning pirate songs during her childhood. Over the years, Elizabeth blossomed into a beautiful young lady, though she was never satisfied with the affluent and domestic life she had been born into. Both Jack Sparrow and Will Turner changed Elizabeth's notions of romance and adventure forever. Soon she learned that all the rules she believed in were meant to be broken. The character was played by Keira Knightley, who was 17 years old at the time and is 40 years old now. Young Elizabeth. Young Elizabeth is introduced when the British naval ship finds young Will Turner adrift at sea. She's part of the crew that rescues him and is intrigued by the mysterious pirate medallion around his neck. She notices the medallion and, believing him to be a pirate, secretly takes it. This action sparks the central mystery of the film. The character was played by Lucinda Dryzek, who was 12 years old then and 33 years old now. Young Will is found adrift on wreckage by a British naval ship sailing to Port Royal. He is unconscious and brought aboard by the crew, including a young Elizabeth Swann. The character was played by Dylan Smith, although I couldn't find any real-life information about him. Joshua Gibbs. Joshua Gibbs served as Captain Jack Sparrow's loyal companion and trusted first mate for many years. Known for his love of storytelling and fondness for alcohol, this seasoned sailor skillfully navigated countless dangers with wit and experience. He helps Jack recruit a crew to pursue the Black Pearl and supports Will Turner in rescuing Elizabeth. The character was played by Kevin McNally, who was 47 years old at the time and is 69 years old now. Cotton is a mute pirate who serves aboard the Black Pearl and later joins Captain Jack Sparrow's crew. He is easily recognizable by the parrot perched on his shoulder, which speaks for him since he cannot talk. His tongue was cut out, and he taught the parrot to talk in his place. The character was played by David Bailey, who was 66 years old at the time and passed away on 5th of March 2021 at the age of 83. The cause of death is unknown. Twig is a cursed pirate serving under Captain Barbossa He is known for his aggressive and angry personality. Twig is one of the pirates who was part of the mutiny led by Barbossa against Jack Sparrow, which ultimately led to Sparrow being marooned on a desert island. The character was played by Michael Berry Jr., who was 39 years old then and is 61 years old now. Anna Maria. Anna Maria is a strong-willed and skilled pirate who plays a supporting role in the film. She has a history with Captain Jack Sparrow, as she once served under him, but was left stranded and betrayed when Jack stole her ship. She holds a personal grudge against him for this betrayal. Despite her initial anger, Anna Maria eventually joins forces with Jack, Will Turner, and others in their efforts to defeat Captain Barbossa and the cursed crew of the Black Pearl. She becomes part of the group that helps rescue Elizabeth Swann. The character was played by Zoe Saldana, who was 25 years old at the time and is 46 years old now. Bosun. Bosun is a fearsome and physically imposing pirate who serves as Captain Barbossa's enforcer aboard the Black Pearl. His rank and role on the ship involves supervising the deck crew and maintaining order. Bosun is one of the cursed pirates afflicted by the Aztec gold, which makes him undead under the moonlight. He is known for his brutality, strength, and loyalty to Barbossa, often using force to intimidate prisoners and crew members. The character was played by Isaac C. Singleton Jr., who was 36 years old then and is 57 years old now. Kaler. Kaler was a cursed pirate serving under Hector Barbossa. A skinny, dark-skinned man with dreadlocks and a Jamaican accent, Kohler served on Barbossa's crew and had no doubt about killing when ordered, and was often paired with his compatriot Twig. The character was played by Trevor Etienne, who was 38 years old at the time and is 59 years old now. The Harbor Master. The Harbor Master is a minor character who appears in the scene where he witnesses Captain Jack Sparrow's dramatic arrival in Port Royal. He is present as Jack sails in, standing on the mast of his sinking boat, and steps onto the dock just in time. The Harbor Master attempts to collect the docking fee, but Jack cheekily avoids paying the full amount by offering a bribe instead. The character was played by Guy Siner, who was 56 years old then and is 77 years old now. Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown is the blacksmith in Port Royal who takes on Will Turner as an apprentice. He plays a minor role in the film, most notably by helping to apprehend Jack Sparrow. The character was played by Ralph P. Martin, who was 57 years old at the time and passed away on November 21st, 2017, at the age of 71. The cause of death is unknown. Estrella. Estrella was a maid who served in the household of Governor Weatherby Swann in Port Royal, primarily attending to his daughter, Elizabeth Swann. Alongside another maid, she assisted Elizabeth in dressing for the ceremony, where Captain James Norrington was to be promoted to Commodore, helping her into the elegant gown gifted by the governor for the occasion. The character was played by Paula J. Newman, whose birth date and age are unknown. The Steersman. The Steersman was a vessel of the British Royal Navy. As the ship's helmsman, his primary role was to navigate and steer the Dauntless during its pursuit of Captain Jack Sparrow and the Black Pearl. The character was played by Christian Martin, who was 28 years old then and is 49 years old now. Thanks for watching, guys. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more.